from the defendant's lawyers, so Diddy's lawyers. Because if you read it, I'll be honest, RJ, I've read it and I've watched some breakdowns as well from other people. Not just smaller, so that's not extended breakdowns. But if you read it, the way it reads is like it's gonna be very interesting because if you read it, the way you read it, it's you can read it as because they're saying he paid for a number of things like he paid for people's rent and paid them off, gave them money to partake in these things. You can look at it as coercing, but you can also look at it as being a sugar daddy. Is being a sugar daddy?
Yeah.
It's very close. It depends how you frame it, and that's going to be a real thing during this trial. I think the way the prosecution is going to frame these acts versus how the counter frame from the defendant's lawyers, so Diddy's lawyers. Because if you read it, I'll be honest, RJ, I've read it and I've watched some breakdowns as well from other people, not just smaller, so that's not extended breakdowns. But if you read it, the way it reads is like, not saying that Diddy didn't do it, but if the way you read it, it could be interpreted as being a sugar daddy to a lot of these people. And in order, for some sugar, to be sugar daddy, you need some sugar, and that sugar may come into.
That's usually how it works. Yes.
Yeah, and that sugar, now it seems like you never know. If you're a sugar daddy, you might get indicted 10 years later because you were quote unquote coercing people to do certain acts they didn't want to do.
For sure.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be. I don't know how we're gonna frame this, but yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna defend this and what the counterclaim will be. But yeah, another thing they also have added is that 100,000. It's clearly they have someone from the hotel being a witness.
You think so?
Otherwise, you cannot claim that. You have to have proof, right?
Yeah.
Either you have RJ, either you have someone. I don't know how they paid it. If they paid it through wire transfer, you can get the wire data. If they paid it cash, someone received that cash.
Yeah, that's true.
I would think it's probably paid in cash. So someone who received it will probably be a witness of receiving that money.
Makes sense.
Hey, it's gonna be. Again, I'm not saying that Diddy didn't do it, but it's gonna be very interesting. The responses from his lawyers relating to this, his counsel, because at the end of the day, yeah, the kicking of Cassie, that's unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable. But by the way, they're saying that the reason why Cassie ran away is she ran away from a freak off.
Okay.
So during that kicking stuff.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, so
That's what
the
they're saying.
video that was shown, they're saying that it wasn't just them two, but there was a freak off going on and that she ran. But who's saying that?
Either there was she was running away from a freak off. It's not clear to me whether it was going on at that moment or was going to happen, or it already happened. So it's like very open still. But hey, it's crazy. I mean, that situation is unacceptable, and I think I don't know if that can fall within the how do you say that? I don't know if that can fall within the conviction, because I think that didn't fall. I mean, they have it as evidence, but it's not one of these. It's not part of the indictment. It's just to show what kind of person he is.
Gotcha. But again, a lot of things happen. You can see a lot of things about what he did, his lifestyle, and how he treated other people. But the question at hand is, do they have enough to convict? And at the end of the day, I guess we would need to find out more legalities. We would need to wait the court case, because there are also a lot of stories that cause reputational damage, but that doesn't mean that it's illegal. If you have like a spouse that gets caught cheating, that's very bad for the reputation, but it's not illegal. You don't go to jail for cheating. And so, but it still it still brings damage. So we need to, we have to be able to distinguish reputational, let's say wrongdoings that cause reputational damage versus
Criminal.
possible crimes or felonies committed.
At the end, Diddy's legal team has basically said this whole thing is just a flawed theory, and that this prosecution is twisting consensual relationships into criminal. Hey, you gotta prove it, man. That's gonna be a very interesting way how this is gonna play out. I think that's going to be the battleground during this, because it's a lot of things are gray zone. It's a lot of gray zone. I mean, people pay for intimacy. Sugar daddy relationships are real. It's something that has happened for ages. Question is providing the money and also additional drugs, alcohol, are you doing that to? It's gonna be all into a lot of interpretation situations, man. It's gonna be very interesting. Again, I don't know what to think about this. I would think that if you look from a legality, like you said, it's gonna be a big battle between criminality and reputational stuff. Yeah.